Gypsy man, I have been working day and each day on this gun. And this Staccato XL, I'm gonna tell you, brand new from Staccato, took it to the range. I'm gonna just give you a quick story on it. Took it to the range. As soon as I touched the Staccato, for the first time I racked the slide on XL and I noticed it was extremely light. Kept it in the back of my head. Took it to the range, loaded the magazine, put the magazine into the gun, and as soon as I put it in there, sent it forward, sent it home, failure to feed. Continuously happened, kept happening, mag after mag, bullet after bullet. So I take it out, I take out the recoil spring. I brought a 9 just in case, just to do some tuning. Put the 9 in there, it worked better, but it wouldn't work for all the ammunition that I had, specifically the 115s. So, had to bring it home, couldn't wait to get it back home because I paid all this money for this gun. I'm gonna make it work. It's just nuts and bolts. It's just mechanics, right? So I said to myself while I was in the range, did I buy a gun I need to break in? And from my previous videos, I don't do guns that need to be broken in because that don't make sense to me after you spend the money or you have the gun. It needs to work out of the box, right? But no, I have a competition gun. So I figured I was going on a finicky journey with my Staccato XL, and that it has given me. So off the break, took it home, broke it down. When I got it from Staccato, I did do my own oiling. I broke the gun all the way down and oiled up everything with the preferred oil that I like to use. Put it back together. Kept the spring in there because I was curious to see if the gun was even going to function with that 7-pound spring in it. I had my doubts. I knew I'd be right, or the gun would be too slow for what I want to use it for, right? Competition. So take it back home. I break it down. I wanted it to be safe, so I took the firing pin out of the gun and took it into a safe area. I have land, so I took it to a safe area around my property, loaded up the magazine, and I was still getting the issues with the feeds. So I like to prioritize everything. So I prioritize that over everything. So what did I do? I take the gun back inside, and I use different ammunitions. Now the 124s were going in, the 147s were going in, and the 115s were going in from that's with the 9-pound spring now, from S&B, and I like S&B. I usually like to run those. So, but I wanted to be able to take everything. So I tested what I was having an issue with in the range. So take it back inside, break the gun down. And I had to think about this. I looked at the feed ramp, even from Staccato, when the gun was bone dry, and you can feel that it was dry before I oiled it. I never looked at and do what I usually do is I polish the feed ramps on all my guns. When I took it apart, the feed ramp was filthy. Like I've never seen a feed ramp get this dirty. So I know it was done probably before I even shot it because I didn't shoot that many rounds at the range because I couldn't. So I automatically cleaned the feed ramp and I polished the feed ramp. It looks so much better. When I do it, it looks like a diamond. So after seeing my reflection in it, I put it back together, took it back outside, tested it again. And again, it started feeding better. I'm not going to say again, but it started feeding better, right? So I said, okay, there may be more to this. So I take it back. And mind you, this Staccato is very finicky and it gives me a little bit of resistance when I try to work on it in comparison to my Staccato P, which is a duty gun, right? I wouldn't use it for duty, but it's a duty gun. But it has been reliable. I still wouldn't use it as my choice for duty. So this gun is a little bit different. This gun is fit different. And I know this gun has been fit because everything in there is for this gun. Because I tested some other parts to see if they were interchangeable for my own knowledge, for my own edification. And no, it won't just take parts from other Staccato guns, if you ever wondered. So did the feed ramp. Then I said, let me do some more research. So I did my research, doing my reading, doing my videos and things like that from the professionals like Atlas. The extractor. I said failure to feed from the extractor is a possibility. So I checked the tension on the extractor. First, I checked the extractor on my Staccato P. Saw what that felt like because that gun has been flawless. So I then went to the XL and tested the extractor in this gun. It was so tight, I can hardly put a bullet underneath of it and take it out. Of course, I could take it in and out, but it was difficult compared to my Staccato P. I said, you know what? This extractor is way too tight. So what did I do? Took the extractor out and I adjusted the extractor. Now, I'm going to make another video of what I've done to the gun so far to get it functioning the right way. Also, a side note, the mag that was giving me trouble before, I tuned the mag. And what I found was that it was rubbing here on the magazine with this gun. It wasn't doing it with my Staccato P, but they're different. So the XL was rubbing on the front. So I took care of that. All I did was really just polished it, right? I just polished it. And I'll probably do a little bit more polishing to it. And that's all I had to do to it. And now, as you can see, no problem. It's coming out nice and easy like the rest of my magazine. So I'm happy about that. I'll probably take the Mr. Yuck face and turn it to a smile instead of a frown. But so I'll be testing this after Christmas. I'll be there the day after Christmas to test out all the things I've changed on this gun to make it function correctly. Side note, I also, when I received this gun, it was pulling at 3 pounds. And now I have it pulling, after messing with the sear, at 2.5, where I find it to be acceptable, because if you're going to advertise it to me, I want everything you advertise. 2.5 pound trigger is where I wanted it, and that's acceptable for me. I should have got it that way, but I didn't get it that way. 3 was good with them, wasn't good with me. So now it's pulling at 2.5, maybe a little bit more, but it averages 2.5. And let's do a pull test real quick. I'll just pull it. I'll be off screen, but it's going to pull. And that one was at 2.8, and more than likely the next one will be a little bit lower than that, depending on where I place it and how the pull is going to be. So now we got it at 2.6, 2.5. So I'm happy with that. I can just feel the difference in that compared to my Staccato P, which I have at 2.9. And that's pretty much where it averages. So I'll get back to you after I shoot it. It's so funny because one of the comments on my page was that, why don't you just leave the gun stock? Basically, just leave the gun alone, stop messing with it. And I'm like, why would I do that? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, this is a competition gun. Everything is gonna get changed on this thing, right? Besides, I think I'm gonna leave the grip. I'm not gonna mess with that. You know, asking why the delete and everything else on it. As you can see, it doesn't even, it's not, you know, it's the way I like it, right? But that's funny to me because obviously he hasn't seen my channel, and that's all I do is make things better for me. So just a side note. So Gypsy Man, I'll let you know how it goes on my next range visit. I'm pretty confident that it's going to work the way it needs to. I'll confirm that with you. I'm out.